Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Ride Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Rust Garden, created by RavenRavel. So stay tuned, and let's check it out. Alrighty, this was sent in by one of our Discord expert builders and silver patrons, RavenRavel. Thank you so much for your support. And here she says, "Hey Johnny, I just finished up this Flume ride 2 months in the making, and I thought I'd submit it for a ride spotlight for October since it's also spooky themed. I came up with the idea of an old abandoned Victorian garden using the log flume ride as an irrigation system of sorts. As I progressed on the blueprint, I started adding more and more spooky elements to it because a haunted garden seemed more fun than just an overgrown one. It's suitable for day or night. Seat view is best. Thank you for all that you do for the Planet Coaster community. Hope you enjoy, RavenRavel." All right, you are very welcome, Raven. And let's jump right on into it, shall we? All right, everybody, here we are at the blueprint here. Let's get the volume down just a tad bit. It's pretty loud. So very interesting build. We got this garden with lots of glass, kind of like a... I can't think of the word. Greenhouse? Very cool. Very nice boarding station. I like the kind of spooky atmosphere, very autumn-like. I love all the use of the yellow trees if we look at it at daytime. It's very atmospheric. I like it. Both works at day and night, works as spooky and also just scenic. So it fits for many styles of parks. I like it. In terms of a blueprint, it's a little bit boxy and oddly shaped. You know, I don't know what's going on back here. I think if you fit it into the right terrain, it could fit really nicely. But having it on its own here, it's just, I feel like it's just lacking. It's a little bit bare on some of the sides here. But generally, if you place it in and fit it in, I think it's going to look really nice. I love the colors. I love the way the tree is growing out of this. It's a great little centerpiece there. It looks awesome. I'm not sure how I feel about the Chinese lanterns here, though. I think I see what you're going for there with the orange, but I feel like they're just a little too bright and beigey for this autumn theme. I like these ones here. So it's a log flume here today. Looks really nice. I think we should go on and check it out. So what do we have here for our stats? Chappas Creek. There's a look at the stats, everybody. All right, here we go. All right, very nice indeed. Let's talk about it real quick here. I'll put it on pause so I can hear myself think. My first impressions coming through here from the rider perspective, I do feel like you could have had a lamp or two just to kind of illuminate this area and give, you know, something to look at. And then coming through here, it's just a little bit too repetitive. And I get the idea of wanting to do lights on each of the arches. I just feel like it's too much. So I would probably reduce every second one, or even, oh, the control's no longer it's shift, it's throwing me off. Oh, that works out perfectly actually. Delete every two in between, or every other one, but I think that's just enough lighting. And it still has that little bit of repetition. So I don't think, and I probably would have gone with a different light to be honest, but I think that's better. It's a little more clean. It doesn't need to be on every one. It just looked way too repetitive coming through here. And what I also would have done is, it's a little bit boring coming through here, but you have these interesting, you know, gates, overgrown gates. And what you could have done is had little skeleton arms kind of poking through, trying to grab you at certain points, and have some of these animatronics kind of put a lot more skeletons, maybe a couple crows, and fun things like that. Have a couple more lights here. I see you have a little bit here. It's a little bit sparse. Other than that though, I feel like you could have just pushed a few extra animatronics to make it so it's a little bit more spooky. We saw the gate open up here like a poltergeist opened it up. Maybe a ghost popping up would have been nice, or some sort of animatronic letting you know, hey, I'm controlling things. And as you come up here, you could have had a few of the lights in the tree flicker. I would have liked to see something happening here. Ghosts popping up, skeletons, crows barking at you, little things like that, lights turning on and on. Oh, I guess you do have a fire here. I didn't quite catch that. It was a little bit too high for me to notice. But yeah, a few more elements going in here, because this feels like the big focus. It feels like the big hero of the whole thing. You're building up the anticipation, getting to this nice greenhouse top at the peak here. So it would have been nice for something to go on, a little bit of a light show, some flickering lights and animals or critters and things like that in there. Those are the things I feel like it lacks that last 10% of polish in terms of animatronics and in terms of the spooky aspect of things. Looking at it daytime, I don't think there's anything I would change. I know this part's like a little bit high, and I like it. Feels like it could use some leaves growing down it and little touches of detail, some shrubs and different things around the bottom. But how much pieces do you have left to work with? Plenty. So I would definitely go in and polish up. Even having said that, I would add some garden work around here, touch up the fence a little bit more, and just add a little bit extra variety to break up the monotony of the plainness around the outsides. And that's about it for feedback. Oh, I do remember something. When I set up the queue, it was like angle snap worked great, and then I got out to here and then it kind of didn't work. So then when we got to here, it was a little bit clunky to set up and didn't quite fit. So I would work from angle snap outward and see where that takes you, and then decorate from there. I understand that you wanted to get this like nice round shape here, but if that's the case, then it's going to throw off your staircase no matter what. So it's a bit tricky to work with. I would have probably gone with a square instead. And then just polished that detail in and made a square garden here, some square garden work out there. Then you can actually work with the angle snap all the way through, and then just tighten it up a little bit. Boom. That's my feedback for you today here at RavenRavel. Let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. Love to read your comments and thoughts. And that's going to do it for this episode of Ride Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster videos. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.